ever video of PZ Heroes, Zero to Hero. Sorry about the lighting. R&R and more. Well, actually, it's PZ Heroes, Zero to Hero, R&R and more. And I'm your host, Patrick. This is the first recording of this show. Originally, if you guys had followed me before, you would have seen that I had another show on this YouTube channels. It was called PZ.O.V. Well, sadly, that show had to end. I lost interest and, well, I didn't know what to make videos about until just recently, when something came to my head. Something new, something fresh. I was like, Patrick. There I was, sitting in the distance. I was like, something I can do. Something I like to do. I like to watch stuff. I like to eat stuff. I like to go around the world and see stuff. So, why not rate everything I do? Review everything I do. And at the same time, I have a podcast type channel and a vlogging type channel all mixed up together. Now, how about that? That would be pretty epic. Well, tonight, on the first ever PZ Heroes Zero to Hero R&R and more, it's time for a little payback. That's right, my friends. Payback. And payback's yeah. So, WWE Payback is tonight. Time to rate, review, and for all you people out there, I want to know what you guys think of my video and what your opinions are on tonight's, if you watched it, WWE Payback. So, why don't you just sit down, relax, maybe pour yourself a drink, and get ready for WWE Payback. Alright guys, so before I start my reviewing and rating of the channel, the show kicks off officially at 8. Pre-show's on right now, so I'll give a take. I'll try and rate and review the pre-show, but I rate and review the show itself when it starts. But let me tell you how my rating scale works. Well, obviously, a 0 is a 0, and a 10 is a hero. So, if I think it's a perfect 10, the match is a perfect 10, I won't say I give it a 10. No, I'll say I give it a hero. And if I say that the match was the worst match ever tonight on WWE Payback, of course I will give it a 0. But that is how my rating scale works. You either have a 0 or a hero or any numbers in between. So, like I said, sit back, relax, grab yourself something to drink, something to eat, and let's get ready for some wrestling on this Sunday night with WWE Payback. Okay guys, so before this is pre-recorded to the video. I meant pre-recorded to what I'm about to say. So, guys, the people who I wanted to win in their matches are as followed. So that way you guys are not like, what? I didn't know you wanted to win. I didn't know you wanted that person to win. Sorry, guys. I didn't know you wanted that person to win. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys who I wanted to win in the matches. So, for Corbin versus Ziggler, I want Corbin to win. I think Corbin would win. That's my opinion. Okay, these aren't who I want. These are who I think. Okay, so AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns. I think that AJ Styles will be victorious. Alright. Kalisto versus Ryback. I think Kalisto will beat Ryback. Alright. Cesaro versus The Miz. I think Cesaro will beat The Miz. Alright. Natalya versus Charlotte. I think Natty beats Charlotte. Enzo and Cass versus the Vaughn Villains. I believe that Enzo and Cass will beat the Vaughn Villains. Alright, Ambrose versus Jericho. I believe that Ambrose will beat Chris Jericho. I also predict that there will be a possible brand split, and that Stephanie and Shane will possibly get control of, like, Stephanie will be in control of Raw and Shane will be in control of SmackDown, and they will go back to 2 hours. I mean, that's just my prediction. It's probably not going to come true, but that's just what I was predicting. And then I predict that that Sami Zayn will beat Kevin Owens. So those are my predictions, and on to the video. So, guys, WWE Payback has officially begun. First match kickoff is Enzo and Cass versus the Vaughn Villains. Let's find out who's the winner, and the new #1 contender for the tag team champions. Bada bing, bada boom. Enzo and Cass are the meanest men in the room.
So forget the bygone era.
Time to rate.
Let bygones
New York style.
Hop in your DeLorean and go back to the future. Vaudevillains, you come out here flexing like you're Arnold. More like, hey Arnold. Me and Joe are gonna tee off on your football heads. You should have never stepped off the
So right now, they're basically taunting the Vaughn Villains right now, saying, you know, we Enzo and Cass are better. That's pretty cool.
To get to success, you gotta take the stairs. But for people like me and Big Cass, that's why there's an escalator. And Laurel and Hardy, you should have tied your shoes, because you're caught up and you're getting stuck downstairs.
So they're just cracking jokes pretty much right now.
And we will prove tonight that there's
And New Day just missing outside the ring. You spell it out for ya. SAWFT. And now, here comes the Vaughn Villains. So, once this match officially starts, I will record and let you guys see and let me know what you guys think on this. Hey guys, and like I said before, welcome to PC Heroes 0 to Hero, R&R and more. And tonight we are rating and reviewing WWE Payback. Now, WWE Payback is the pay-per-view of one of 2 pay-per-views of May. So, all in all, the show was pretty good, and in my opinion, better than WrestleMania of this year. Now, I will give the rating of this pay-per-view after I'm done reviewing all of the pay-per-view. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So, here we go. WWE Payback officially kicked off the pre-show. And in this pre-show, we had a underdog story. In the underdog story match, we have Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. Now, going into this match, I would say Corbin would be the one who I say would win this match. Due to his size and strength. Anyways, this match... Sorry, guys. Anyways, this match started the way I knew it would, with Corbin just beating the snot out of Ziggler. But one thing I like about Ziggler is he has the never give up type of attitude, which allowed him to keep fighting back throughout this whole match. This match was definitely a true face versus heel match. It was a great match with Ziggler constantly fighting against Corbin. This match had a great message behind it, to never give up, no matter how big the obstacle might be. Now, with saying what I just said, Ziggler was able to pull off the win, only due to Corbin overly taunting, which is something you just don't do, since it allows your opponent to recover. This match was a pretty good match and a true underdog win. Way to go, Ziggler. I give this match a 7 out of hero. So, the second match, was, on the pre-show, was a David and Goliath type match. In one corner, you had Kalisto, who is 5'6", and in the other, you have Ryback, who is 6'3". You guys see what I'm talking about with David and Goliath? Ryback is a lot bigger than Kalisto. So Kalisto to me is like the next Rey Mysterio. Just how he moves and how his character is, and not just because he's a lucha libre, but because just the way he is. He just reminds me of Ryback. So, going into this match, I had Kalisto winning, just because at last month's pay-per-view, which was WrestleMania, Kalisto won in a convincing fashion. So I felt as if he would be able to do it again. And just like last time, this match was for the United States Championship. So to me, this match was all about speed and agility versus strength and endurance. So in saying that, which one do you think would win? And if you had to pick one or the other between strength and speed, which one would you want? Would you want the speed or would you want strength? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, the way this match ended was crazy. So, Ryback jumps from the high ropes, because he was in the corner, he climbed the top rope, and he jumped off. Well, when he jumped off, he missed. Kalisto moved out of the way, and he hit hard on the mat, which allowed Kalisto to capitalize, hit the Selena del Sol, and pick up the win. So, upon saying this, I gave this match, hang on. I gave this match a 6 out of hero. Due to the fact that it was basically the same match that we had at WrestleMania. And, well, I don't like watching the same matches over again. It was a good match, don't get me wrong, but it was the same match. Now that Kalisto is champion still, with John Cena announcing that he is returning Memorial Weekend, WWE Universe is theorizing that, well, John Cena could be after the United States Championship, which is the last championship he had held. If that is all true, does that possibly mean John Cena will be turning heel if Kalisto keeps it at Extreme Rules. John Cena finally turning heel. He's joked about it before, but this time it may actually happen. It may actually happen. So, looking forward to that. But that is what I've rated this match. It's a 6 out of hero. Alright guys, on to match 3. Not match 3. We're on to the first match of the official Payback show. So, here we go. So, after those first 2 matches, the official show kicked off. And in the first match, we saw a match between Enzo and Cass versus the Vaughn Villains. Now, in this match is a number 1 contender match for the tag team titles, which are currently being held by the New Day. So, excuse me, you may be wondering how we got to this match. Well, you see, there was a big tag team tournament, and, well, the upcoming NXT teams, Enzo and Cass and the Vaughn Villains, got placed into this tournament. And everybody who was originally ready in the tournament had already fought New Day and lost. So no doubt that they were going to make these two, Enzo and Cass and the Vaughn Villains, meet for the number one contender. So that is basically how this match happened, and let me just tell you. The start off this match, it was amazing. It had a lot of momentum and everything was going great. Punches were being thrown, kicks were being thrown. Even they were throwing each other. It was a great match. But sadly, this match didn't last long. Enzo, he was going outside the ring. Well, one of the Von Villain members had attacked Enzo, and because that was who he was going against at that time, and threw him outside the ring. Well, when Enzo was going outside the ring, he grabbed himself. He whiplashed himself with the ropes, and his head went flying straight back. I mean, it was so loud. So usually when you fall in WWE, you grab yourself like this, and this is how the sound that you're supposed to hear, because that's basically them when they fall. I would show you, but when they fall, they put their hands onto the mat before their head hits. Well, Enzo didn't do that because he got whiplash really bad. His head went onto the mat, and you heard it. It echoed. The sound that when he hit, it just echoed. It was loud. I knew right then and there he had a concussion, because later on that night, even they revealed that he had a concussion. Anyways, it was a good match, but it's just sad to see another wrestler get hurt, because there's already good wrestlers that are injured. So another one injured, and they showed a video of Cass, who's Enzo's partner, when they were putting Enzo in the ambulance. He knew Cass, who's tag team partner of Enzo, knew Cass was injured. Enzo was injured, and he was like, he literally had the expression of like, oh my god, I can't believe this. Like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna move on? You know, he didn't know, because Cass isn't really a singles wrestler. He's a tag team partner with Enzo. That's why they're like brothers, kind of. So, I gave this match a 4 out of hero. It wasn't the best match, so that officially kicked off Payback. And, Enzo, I want to send you all my support, and I wish you a speedy recovery. Heal up fast, brother. Heal up fast. Alright, so then we have our second match of the night. And for the main event, for the main Payback card. And this match was Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Shoot, I forgot to tell you guys, I wanted Enzo and Cass to win the last match. So that was my bad. But they didn't, sadly. Our villains won. But on to the second match. So Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. This match was crazy. So these two have been best friends forever, and once they joined into the NXT WWE, they became bitter rivals, and they just hated each other. Well, this match has been in the making for some time now. I mean, they've had matches before, but not to this extent. So, both of them are equal in strength. Both of them gave it their all this match. They were constantly going back with back to back with each other, and throughout the whole match. It was crazy. There was a lot of submissions, a lot of finishers, a lot of diving maneuvers, a lot of just on all out, a lot of maneuvers done in this match and grapples. It was crazy. Definitely one of the best matches next to the main event of the night. It was really, really good. I was very, very impressed, and it was a great match. I mean, I found it amazing that not once, not twice, but 3 times did Sami Zayn use his powerbomb on Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens didn't affect him. He was perfectly fine. It was crazy. And then Owen landed his frog splash. This is how the match ended. He landed his frog splash. Then he threw Sami Zayn into the corner and did two cannonballs. That's where he rolls into Sami Zayn. It was crazy. And, I mean, that pretty much finished Sami off. But, this match was truly awesome. It was an insane match, and they fought both inside and outside the ring. And after, those cannonballs, when they went out and they were outside the ring, because Sami had fought back, and then they went back inside the ring. Kevin Owens hit his finisher and won. But even though I wanted Sami to win this match, I think it was a great match. I was chanting "This is awesome" the whole time, like with the crowd, because this was definitely a historic match. It was great. It was amazing. It was probably I'm gonna say it was a stellar match. It really, really was. This match is, in my ratings, is a hero. So, way to go. Way to go, guys. Way to go. And congrats, Owens, on your victory. So, guys, after this match had finished, Owens continued attacking Sami, and then did a little skit where he's basically like, "I'm through with Sami. I demolished him. Now I want the Intercontinental Championship back, and I want to be champion." So he did all his, basically, he cried about it, and basically said, "I'm going to sit at ringside for the next match." But to me, that skit was amazing. Owens did a good job. So Owens is selling himself as a heel, and that's great to see that. Owens is literally becoming a perfect heel, and I think I'd have to give him a 7 out of hero for that skit. That was a pretty good skit, so good job, Owens. Good job. So, on to match 3. Hello. Now, for I think it's the third match, we had, I came from the days, the price I paid, sacrificed me, oh man, I came from the days. The Miz versus, you hear the ambulance sirens? Cesaro. Yeah, I'm joking. Alright, so third match we had Miz versus Cesaro. It was a face versus heel match, and of course, like I told you at the end of that, end of the second match, Owens was out commentating this whole match. So obviously, this match was not, in my opinion, wasn't the best match. It was an okay match. This was Cesaro's first pay-per-view match since he's been injured. He's been out for a long time, so he finally got a chance to be able to be in a pay-per-view, and surprisingly, the first pay-per-view he gets is a title match. And then Miz only has the title because, well, the night after WrestleMania, Miz interfered. Miz had a match with Zack Ryder for the title, and well, there was interference and Miz had won. Then SmackDown, Zack Ryder had his rematch for his title, and well, there's another interference and Miz won. So Miz isn't really a winner. If you think about it, he's only winning due to interference, and it's crazy. But on with this match. This match was a face versus heel type match, and like I said, this match was okay. It was an okay match. Not the best match I've seen. Actually, not the best match I've seen between these two at all. But the reason why I think this was because there was way too much interference in this match. There could have been less interference and more action, and that would have been it would have upped my rating on this match. Owens sat ringside basically just talking crap about Cesaro and The Miz the whole entire year match, because he wanted to see who wins so he could go after them and be the next champion, because like he threw a little tantrum, he wants to be champion. So Sammy got tired of it and came out and started beating the snot out of Owens. It was hilarious. I thought that was funny. And then Cesaro was able to land his swingaroo, which is where he grabs the opponent's legs and he swings them around. He did it 21 times. 21. That was a big one. And after that, Cesaro had gotten Miz into a submission move, and well, guess who was on ringside? Well, Sammy and Owens fighting it out. So it distracted the ref, and the ref went to go break him up and tell him to get off the ring. Well, the Miz was tapping at that time to Cesaro, and then when Cesaro noticed that the ref wasn't paying attention, he went to go get the ref, and he was like, "Hey, why aren't you calling this match? Because I would have won." Well, since Cesaro went to confront the ref, Miz capitalized and he took control of the match and won. This match looks like, so guys, how this match ended was it ended with, after the match had ended, basically Cesaro did an equalizer on the Miz because Cesaro was ticked. And then Owens came in and beat up on Cesaro. And then Sammy came in and attacked Owens, and then Cesaro attacked Owens, and then Cesaro tried to attack Miz again, but Miz got out of the ring. But to be honest, I think this match wasn't just the regular match. I think this match, the reason why it wasn't as good as it should have been, was because that this match is setting up a four-way title match at Extreme Rules. And the way that WWE Monday Night Raw is going tonight, with that storyline with the Cesaro, Miz, Sammy, and Owens, it kind of guarantees that I was right originally, because I had said this yesterday on my Facebook page. People saw it. They're setting it up. This is going to be there's going to be a four-way title match, and it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to it. So, but on a scale, because I wanted Cesaro to win this match, but The Miz had won. So, on the scale of 0 to hero, I give this match a 5. Just because of what happened after the match, it went up. So this match was going to be a 4, but because of what happened after the match, it went up a scale because it was a good ending. So, 5 out of hero. So, congrats on the win, Miz. So, it seems that the matches started going down right here after that Cesaro-Miz match. So, the fourth match was Jericho versus Ambrose, and I wanted Ambrose to win. This match was pretty good. There was a lot of submissions, and they both went back and forth this whole match with jabs and just a lot of maneuvers and grapples, and it was a good match. It wasn't like the best match I've seen between these two. I gave it a 7 out on my hero scale. I gave it a 7 out of hero, but I've seen better from these two, and it probably would have been an 8 or a 9 had they really gone into it with each other. This was Jericho's last match with WWE since he is going on tour with his band, but it could have been a little better. There was grapples, there was good submissions. Jericho hit the balls to Jericho twice, and Jericho launched Ambrose from the announcer table to where they ring the bell at. I can't think what that area is called right now, but it was a good match. Ambrose hit his dirty deeds, and that's how he won the match. And I love the fact that Ambrose won, but it just wasn't the best match I've seen between these two. They've wrestled other people, and I've seen them do way better. It wasn't the greatest match ever, but I love that Ambrose won. So, good job, Ambrose. And on to the fifth match. So, the fifth match. We might as well just call it the Montreal Screwjob. Oh, wait, we were in Chicago last night. So, maybe the Chicago Screwjob. Now, you may be asking me, why, Patrick, are you saying this? Well, you see, the next match was the Divas match, and it was the fifth match on the card. We had Charlotte with Ric Flair accompanying her to ringside, and we had Natalya with her uncle, Brett Favre. I can't believe I just said that, Brett Favre. Bret the Hitman Hart. And two major Hall of Famers, if you know what I'm saying. And it was a good match. I'm not gonna lie. It was a good match until the ending. So, and then what happened after the ending? Well, that was pretty good. So what I can say about this match is it was really good, and both Charlotte and Natty, they went back to back with each other. Absolutely amazing. They both landed their finishers and submissions. So their submissions were really, really good. Amazingly, it was great. Now, to the downside. So Charlotte went to go put put Natty in a submission move, and Natalya did not tap. But the ref said, "Ring the bell! The match is over." But Natalya didn't tap. Thus, why I called it the Chicago Screwjob, because Natalya got screwed. And it's not right. I'm sorry. But Brett just recovered from cancer, and then you're going to do this to his niece? That's not right, WWE. I mean, I know it's all set up and fake, but that's not right. At least give Natalya the title and let her lose it tonight on Monday Night Raw. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. So, after the match had ended, though, something cool happened. We had Brett get into the ring, and he's like, really? How are you gonna go screw my daughter like that? I mean, not my daughter, my niece like that. Like you guys screwed me back in Montreal. He put Ric Flair in a sharpshooter, and then Charlotte was gonna go and confront him and like try and break it up, and Natalya punched Charlotte, knocked her out, and put her in a sharpshooter. It was hilarious, and I love that. And I think that's what upped the grade a little bit. So, on a scale from 0 to hero, this match was a 7 out of hero. So, way to go, Charlotte. Another successful cheating match won. Oh, now we have a big skit. Now it's time to figure out what the main question was going into the night. Who would be in control of Monday Night Raw? So, Vince comes out to the ring, and he's basically like, you basically know he's gonna say Stephanie is gonna be in control of Monday Night Raw. And he comes and talks about how nice Stephanie is, and that WWE Universe shouldn't boo Stephanie, and that Stephanie's all this, and then, but the crowd was crazy last night. They were all chanting, CM Punk, CM Punk. I mean, Vince, you should make things right with Punk and bring him back. And promise him some title opportunities. That's the only reason why he left, was because he wasn't getting those opportunities. You wanted to book him as a mid-carder, and CM Punk's not a mid-carder. So, you should just fix things with him and bring him back. It's not that hard to, apologize and say sorry. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Stephanie comes out, and she's complimenting her father. She's like, "Oh, thank you, Daddy. You're so amazing." And she explains to him what she's done. Like, she's like, "I brought in NXT talent, and I brought in, all the NXT stars, and I brought in AJ Styles, and my face was like, really? Okay. So, in a way, you actually did not bring him in. The office brought him in. The corporation as itself brought them in. Wow. I was like, really? But, Shane comes out, and he does this hand thing, where he puts his hand over Stephanie's head, and everybody goes, boo! And then it goes over his head, and then everybody's like, yeah! So, I thought that was funny. But Shane tries to plead his case on why he should be in charge. He's basically loved by everybody, and he has a great connection with all the fans. So, that leads us to Vince's choice of who will be in control. Vince's answer is, I want to see blood spilled.
I want to see you guys tear each other apart. I want to see who is better. You're fired.
No, I'm joking. So he's like,
I'm putting both of you in charge of Monday Night Raw.
and
He's like, you can either work together or kill each other. But you work it out.
and he left out of the ring. My mouth dropped. I'm like, what? But it was good. It was a good skit. And now we have 2 people, and that was pretty good. That was a good job. Good job, Big Man family. Good job. I was very, very impressed. So, out of a scale of 0 to hero, that skit was an 8. So, way to go. Way to go, guys. Way to go. So, the final match of the night. Pitted in this corner from TNA Wrestling, New Japan Wrestling, and Ring of Honor Wrestling, and basically all over the world wrestling. A phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And in this corner, we have a Samoan who's related to the Usos and his blood brothers, whose fathers are blood brothers, if the Rock's blood brothers, which makes them cousins and Samoan. So, Rock's cousin, Roman Reigns. So, who do I think will win? Who do I want to win? Does that help? Who I think will win? Who I want to win? P1, phenomenal one. AJ Styles, of course. That's who I wanted to win. That's who I want to win. That's who I needed to win. Or I could get my $1 million. No, I'm joking. What word could I use to describe this match? How about fantastic? Fantastic. It was a fantastic match. It was amazing. It was just the best match I've seen in a main event for some time now. I was highly impressed. Now I'm going to give you reasons why I was highly impressed, and I'm going to review what happened during this match. Well, you see, the match kicked off, and they both jabbed at each other, they both fought at each other, and they ended up taking it outside the ring when AJ Styles basically put Roman Reigns through the announcer table by jumping off the high rope. It was pretty good. It was amazing. And then AJ Styles ran back into the ring because, well, he knew he wasn't going to be able to get Roman in the ring, and AJ Styles, well, he wanted her to win. So he rolled. He got himself back in the ring, and he won. That was the match. AJ Styles won. Just like that. So, did I mention this is the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match? Did I mention that that Stephanie and Shane have to work together now? Did I mention that Shane McMahon came out and restarted the match? That's right. Shane came out and restarted the match. He says the match ain't gonna end like this. Not in this new era. I don't think so. Ref restarted the match, and basically it's what's the name of it? No count out. So the match became a no count out match. So basically, you could stay out of the ring as long as possible. So the match was restarted, and, well, Roman and AJ continued going at each other until Roman punched AJ right in the groin. That's right. We're looking at AJ Styles as the new... Wait. With disqualification, that means Roman keeps the title still. No. But AJ is the winner. Again. Because he won via disqualification. Or did he? Cue Stephanie's music! Stephanie comes out. My brother missed one thing, she says. This match will be restarted and is an anything goes match. My mouth dropped. I'm like, what? An anything goes match? I'm like, Bullet Club, Bullet Club, Bullet Club. Like, I was freaking excited. I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be the formation of the Bullet Club. This is when AJ wins the title, and this is going to be amazing. So, of course I was right. Gallows and Anderson come out and try and help AJ out, and then the Usos come out and try and help Roman out. And the match ends with Roman winning the match. But oh my goodness gracious, guys! I wish you guys could have saw the match last night. And if you guys have WWE Network, you can go relive that moment over and over again. That match was fantastic. But due to the fact that AJ Styles won not once but twice, he has been given the privilege to fight Roman Reigns at Extreme Rules for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So he gets another match. That was pretty cool. I love that they did that for him. But the match was amazing. Even though AJ lost, the match was amazing. And maybe at Extreme Rules, AJ pulls it off. Maybe WWE lets AJ become champion. Anyways, that match was phenomenal. Just like AJ's name. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles. The match was phenomenal. It was amazing. It was exuberant. It was possibly next to Sami Zayn's and Kevin Owens' match, one of the best matches of the night. This match, I give it a 9 out of hero. So, with all those reviews done, all those ratings done, time to rate the show. For not being one of the popular pay-per-views, and, well, for being a good pay-per-view. Okay, not good, a great pay-per-view. In upscaling last month's WrestleMania, I give this show an 8 out of hero. So, that was my ratings and reviews, guys. And stay tuned for my ratings and reviews this weekend. I'm going to try and do a rating and review every weekend. So stay tuned for every weekend to look forward to one of my shows. Because this coming weekend is the rating and reviewing of, and it will be shorter than these of this video, but it's going to be the rating and reviewing of Captain America Civil War. And possibly something else. I don't know yet. But stay tuned for that. Alright, guys. For the first time ever, this is PZ Heroes 0 to Hero R and R and more. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. As always, this is Patrick. Until later this weekend. See you guys then.